Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS and the inventor of the CTKS method and BORSOG trading. If you're new, a very warm welcome. And welcome back, KS family. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining positive excellence in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto and stock markets 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. Please consider sharing and liking this video and also subscribing to the channel. We would love to have you as part of our globally extended KS family. Let's run the numbers. Bitcoin is currently up 0.52% to 19,803. Ethereum is down 2.44% to 1437. The FOMC meeting in 4 days has an 82% probability of a 75 basis point increase in the federal funds rate. Across the world, central banks need to fight inflation. It's got completely out of control. Central banks fight inflation by increasing interest rates, which is called demand destruction. When enough demand is destroyed, economies enter recessions. Recessions are nothing to be fearful of, not at all. If you trade and don't invest, you can do incredibly well in recessionary periods. Deutsche Bank's survey is predicting a 10% probability of a recession in 2022 and around 79% probability of a recession in 2023. You can see that over time these percentages do change, and what we're seeing is increased probability that we'll get a recession next year. But again, recessions aren't something to be afraid of. If you're a long-term investor, you may want to consider training yourself to trade. Everybody has the option to hold on, to hodl their investments, but if the markets are turning against us, it's probably a really good idea to learn how to trade. To trade, I would recommend using a very small percent of your overall portfolio and just doing coffee money trades. What you do when you buy on red and sell on green, you can actually do incredibly well, but it's all about getting synchronization in with the market. This is a trade from a couple of days ago. Many people, when they get into financial markets, they want to basically go for the great gains, but if you just got 2% per day and just kept on rolling it over, you could turn $100 into $138,000 within 12 months. Just something to bear in mind. I'm very proud to announce the first ever partial Masterclass Scholarship awardee for the Kerry Chambers CTKS Masterclass Scholarship. It was awarded to Tiana for her absolutely relentless active learning each and every day and positive excellence outlook. Well done, Tiana. You deserve it. Tiana, very, very well done on all the hard work you put in each and every day. Hard work is always rewarded. As crypto technical analysts, we take our job very, very seriously because we know that the market rewards active learning and emotional control. The first thing we do is to mark up our charts with the CTKS method to reveal smart money buy and sell levels. We have to contextualize what's happening inside the crypto market by looking outside the crypto market. A lot of people don't do this and it stings them financially. Then we must look back inside the crypto market, finding the market's focus and understanding opportunities reset every day. Before we buy or sell, we master emotional control. If we don't do that, all the tools will be quite useless to us because we'll buy and sell at the wrong times. Also, the CTKS method is designed to take anxiety out of trading and investing. Those dynamic daily smart money buy and sell levels are called Stanfield levels. I developed the CTKS method, and Stanfield levels actually define smart money buy and sell levels. This is a resistance level that played out against the dollar at 100.045, and it really played out. It rejected the dollar's advance down. These dynamic lines are very, very powerful, and when we look at the S&P 500, it came down to a level of support and bounced from it. You can see that there was not much in here. That's why price actually dropped quite substantially, almost touching that particular support level at 38, 36 and 31 cents. Because there was no real support in this particular area, what we saw is that the S&P 500's price was around the 3944 mark and hovering around there. But when it started to lose that gravity, that magnetism to that support line, when it became resistance, it dropped down to the next support line, which was 38, 36. This is how powerful smart money buy and sell levels are, and you can learn all about them in the CTKS Masterclass. When we look at gold, you can see that we lost a key level of support. Now we're back up there, but you can see how price is caught at these various SL levels. They're smart money buy and sell levels. The buy levels are support levels. The sell levels are resistance levels. And of course, resistance and support do flip. We can currently see 24.25% of S&P 500 stocks are above their 50-day moving average. Masterclass students, in TM6 you'll receive my live chart. We can see that the VIX spiked up initially and then retraced. This created a bit of a downward momentum in the Nasdaq 100 that was slightly recovered. But be aware, we're still under resistance, multiple levels of resistance. We saw bond prices continue to sell off. Bond yields continue to rise, but just slowing pace at the moment. And we saw a little bit of a spike in gold as the DXY decreased. Also, we can see that oil is just on a specific support level, just bouncing from that. And we can also see the junk bonds are under resistance. And when we look at global equities, we can see the Nasdaq has been resisted or bounced from resistance. It's coming down. And the main markets are also coming down, with the exception of Russia. Masterclass students, you get a deep dive on this chart and you get a share of this chart in LV19. Looking at the precious metals, and we go through this in TR23 inside the Masterclass, palladium, platinum, uranium, silver, copper, Bitcoin and gold had either a slight sell-off or a sell-off and a bit of a minor bounce. The reason that we look at the main markets is because of Rule 225. Bitcoin cannot escape the stock market's gravity. Now, how does this relate to your beloved alts? Through Rule 45, your beloved alts cannot escape Bitcoin's gravity either. Turning to Bitcoin and the Stanfield levels there, it's important to understand that below 19,153, we don't have much support, if any support, until 16,906 and around the 16,500 mark. Bitcoin is currently trading at 19,963. We also have some pretty substantial overhead resistance at 21,810. And what I would like to let you know, on September the 30th, there's about $4 billion in options expirations across Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's a big one. To just put that in perspective, the quadruple witching was only about $1 billion in Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is 4 times as much. And also make a note that the max pain is 24,000 for September the 30th. That is that the options market is pricing in higher prices. So have we found the bottom? The real issue is what the Fed does with interest rates. If it increases by 75 basis points, we may see a lot of shorts entering the market to get liquidated up to that 24,000. It's not always guaranteed that max pain will play out. For example, on options expiration, max pain was 20,500. That didn't play out, but it was close, around 20,000. We always think about what happens to our particular trade and our portfolio if price went against us, went nowhere, just went flat, or went for us. We know that we control the trade or investment, but the market controls the return. The market never knows you, so it's no point getting upset with it. All we can do is to have this three-dimensional thinking at all times. We can see that Bitcoin is very, very valiantly defending this support line. It's indeed coming down on it, but at the same time, it's trying to get up through this higher level of resistance here. It's a fairly precarious time in the crypto market because we're very close to the Armageddon level of 18,942, and we know if we slice through that, there's not a lot of support underneath. You can say the same thing for the S&P 500. There wasn't a lot of support below 39.44, so when we got under there, we dropped, but it didn't actually instantaneously drop. It just didn't sort of drop like a brick down, and this is what you actually learn with price throughout the years. It's always moving in a wave. It doesn't go straight up and doesn't go straight down. It's waving up and down all the time. Looking at the Stanfield levels on Ethereum, we can see Ethereum is currently trading at $14.39.98. We have an SL, a resistance level above it at $14.76. We've got another one higher at $15.54 and $16.78. If we lose the current price action, the next available level of support below is $13.45. And then we can see a myriad of support lines from 1264 to 1168. If we lose the current price action and don't get above this 1476 mark, we'll be heading to 1345. In all probability, that's because there is a magnetization between resistance levels and support levels. A failed resistance level means a magnetized support level. And when we see price get over resistance levels, the next resistance level becomes magnetized. It's a really good thing to keep in mind. Let's have a look at the longs and the shorts. The shorts are represented by this red line. We can see the shorts came out of the market because they were caught in a short squeeze, which pushed price up. And what do we see now? The shorts are coming back into the market, but they've recently been liquidated, which is causing an upsurge in price. What about the longs? What have the longs been doing? The longs have been losing a lot of confidence until recently. They're starting to buy the dip. As we're heading into the weekend, this is a really low level of liquidations. 131.3 million across 50,375 positions. And when we look at liquidations across the past 24 hours in terms of total, a 65% long, 12 hours, 63% long, 4 hours, 76% short, and 1 hour, 67% long. Overall, there's fairly light volume, and when we look at yesterday, it was pretty light as well. So what we've actually got inside the crypto market right now is a lot of indecision, and that's probably related to the Fed FOMC meeting coming up in about 4 days. Global crypto market cap has increased 0.29% to $966.69 billion in the past trading session. The greatest gainers in the past 24 hours in the top 100, Chili's up 10.45%, Atom nearly 8% up, as is XRP, go XRP, ICP up a little over 5%, as is LDO. Suffering the greatest losses in the top 100, Celsius down 12.7%, Raven down a little over 9%, KNC 6.3% down, Compound 4.3% down, and Ape around 4% down. When looking at Bitcoin's gravity, we can see Ethereum just going in alignment, but much weaker at the present time. Remember how about a week ago I was talking about the strong becoming weak and the weak becoming strong? That's what we're seeing. BNB is partying at the moment. And look at ADA. ADA was quite weak recently, but it became strong. And this is what we always see with the crypto space. XRP, wow, go XRP. That's fantastic. Solana, just moving in alignment with Bitcoin's gravity. Doge, moving a bit more strongly. DOT, moving in alignment. And Matic, starting to turn around. Turning to the daily Stanfield levels on BNB, We can see price is literally at an SL resistance level now at 277 and 90 cents. We've got to be aware when you hit a very strong resistance line, the probability is that you will actually be rejected from it. It generally takes a bit of time to get through these resistance lines. And that's actually to the upside and also to the downside. You can see this resistance line, this support line, one support held price quite well, but when it couldn't actually hold it anymore, it came down through multiple levels of support. And that's something that we should keep our eye on. If Bitcoin actually passes through its Armageddon line, you'll see gaps on the SLs of all the other major alts as well. It's almost like you could say it's a clear drop zone. And if, for example, that we get price pushing through, losing support at around 264 for BNB, the next level is 248. We have to always maintain three-dimensional thinking, which means that we first look, if price goes against us, what are our risks? Where are the support levels and what do we do? We can see that fairly strong support level around that 248, a variety of support levels from 242 to 232, and a lot of support around the 217 mark. Now, if we go the other way and we get through this resistance level that we're playing at the moment, we've got strong resistance up at around the 306 to 308 mark, then 329. So just keep these ideas in mind. What will you do if price comes down, goes flat, goes nowhere, or goes up? You have to have a strategy for each and every position in the market. In the last video, we talked about persistence and what it meant to you. As always, I'd like to thank everybody for their very kind comments and sharing with the community. Art said, very, very nice comment. Thank you, Ken. You exemplify persistence. You are here, rain or shine, feeling good or feeling bad. You show up when you have dental surgery, and you show up when you have a bad day. And you still show up because you're committed to your journey. Persistence is equal to the commitment we have to our particular endeavor. We persist when we believe a thing is worthy of our commitment. We persist when our beliefs overcome our doubts. We persist because we are worthy. We persist because we accept our failures in return for our overabundance in the future. We persist and we win, and we're part of this wonderful community. Oh, that's very beautiful, Art. I wish you all the best persistence in your future. And J-Link said, persistence to me is trying my best to stick with something even though it gets hard or boring, because nothing is as valuable as experience. And thank you very much to Rundle Ridge. I want to persevere through the difficulties. That's what it's all about. Well done, my friend, and thank you for your very kind words. And to Sanjeev is very funny. Sanjeev said he's struggling with persistence, not day to day, but month to month, eating healthily and exercising for a few months and then falling off. It is really quite tough to keep certain things up, but I'm sure you'll make it, my friend. And there are so many fantastic shares here in the comments. Thank you, Ivan. Some really good stuff in there. If you are committed, you persist. Fantastic. And do not forget to pop in your BORSOG code for today. It's really important to keep on doing that code, to persist with it each and every day, because the market rewards persistence. What you want to basically do, your BORSOG code comes in three parts. Whether you feel the market will go down, that's a D, flat, that's an F, or up, that's a U. And then the percentage probability that you feel the market will move against you, go nowhere, or go for you, and how synchronized in with the market you feel. We have such an incredible global family. It's just an honor to know you all. And well done to Roche. Put into practice what you showed in yesterday's video and placed a few small trades with 2% profit in a couple of hours. Well done. The lesson that is really sinking in is that you can always buy lower. For me, persistence is following through on a daily basis on what is important in our life. Beautiful. Your active learning will make the difference. Well done to everybody who commented. Rajat said, persistence is the only way to gain expertise and master a craft. Beautiful. Edwin shared one of his favorite quotes from Bruce Lee. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Ouch. You can see what an incredible global family we have, and if you have friends or family who could benefit from positive excellence and what we do here each and every day, please introduce them to our community by sharing a video. We'd love to see them here. We have one of the best communities on YouTube, and thank you, Edwin, for your very insightful comments. And Meditative shared something really important. No matter what the outcome is, you just keep on repeating that positive excellence day in, day out, until you achieve whatever the result is that you're after. We have so many incredible global family members. If you get a chance to read through the comments, you'll just see what magnificent people we have in our beloved global family. And it takes a lot of persistence and commitment and dedication to put in your BORSOG codes every day. But by doing so, you will get the market to reward you. Well done, everyone. And to each and every one inside our beautiful, beautiful global family, I just admire and appreciate you all so very much. I just wish I had more time to go through all of these comments, but please check them out. They're awesome. Inside our community, we say belief, persistence, knowledge, skill, then personal growth, success last. So many people want the success first without putting in the hard work. Hard work is always required for success. And it's important to keep in mind, without persistence, you will stop. I thought we could talk about belief in the comments today. Belief is an incredibly important thing. We can have a negative belief or a positive belief. Of course, we want that positive belief because all of happiness and meaning and fulfillment is on the side of the positive belief. Negative beliefs just create fear, anger, anxiety, depression, so much misery in life. How do you get to the positive beliefs? I'd love to hear your thoughts. The CTKS Creed really helps to prime our mind for profitability. I know the universe wants me to succeed. Every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. I know opportunities in life reset daily. I am worthy. I go slow to go fast. I start small and scale with BORSOG. Life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. Those positive affirmations are all about priming your mind for profitability. Getting in the right mental mindset is incredibly important, not just in trading and investing, but also in life. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.